Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, all that hold up, but trying to figure out the section I just did, so now we know what to do. Okay, move out here. So welcome back, I'm back. Just trying to figure out the section real quick. Sorry about that, y'all. I hate this section. Cause I always forget what to do.
He seemed preoccupied.
I expect I would be too in his position.
Are you prepared now for the recitation? Very good. We shall commence the rising. First is Anthu. Last is Dianthu. For the tide comes at the end and leaves at the beginning. I am Disaman the Ebb, who comes this way. Blessed be Saman, that washes over the shore and brings the end. Blessed be Disaman, that returns to the sea and leaves behind the beginning. A gift-bearer comes to Disaman and asks him to bear his burdens away. What token do you offer, gift-bearer? The token is received in Andra's name. Tell me of your burdens. In Andra's embrace, our burdens are lifted. The Tidebringer shows himself worthy of his charge. Your purpose here, Tidebringer, is to perform the ceremony of the Rising. It is the transition of one phase of service to the next. On the level beneath us in the Halls of Silence, our low-tide brothers and sisters have lived for many years, sealed by their own will. It is time for them to be relieved of service, and for the high-tide brothers and sisters here to take their place. The device will flood the Halls of Silence. This is the Rising. It is the will of Ondra. Every monk assigned to the Abbey understands and accepts this. The monks here have all served as gift-bearers. We bear away people's most painful memories, and always a part of them remains with us.
He's right about that much.
In the Halls of Silence, memory itself fragments until it is no more. The halls are a reprieve from a gift-bearer's burden. In the end, the halls take all memory, but the process takes a toll, as you might imagine. After many years, when the process is complete, the Rising is performed, to give final peace to those who dwell there. This is your charge. The High Tide is to replace the Low, and stand vigil in the Halls of Silence until the next Rising. When you have completed the Rising, bring Ondra's witness to me here. I will show you the last of what you need to know. The device it operates is a simple valve mechanism. It will be clear to you when you see it. To reach your destination, you will need to know the sign of the tide, which is kept only by the High Abbot. It's said that it is the first knowledge lost when the Abbot joins the low tide in the Halls of Silence. Watch carefully. I trust you will perform your duty, Tidebringer.
Finally, that's done. I hate this section. Because I always forget what to do.
Mind your center. You always knew this time would come.
I've seen the other side, brother. I'll find its waters again, warm and soothing.
See what kind of loot they have.
The term godlike doesn't refer to my ability to carry unlimited quantity.
I'm no pack mule. Let's offload this junk.
Make sure they receive extra. I'll not let them fall into the goddess's embrace with empty stomachs.
Blade in the dump.
Their supplies are bountiful, sister. I have seen to it.
The term godlike doesn't refer to my ability to carry unlimited quantities of war spoils. What a miserable end for these people. And to think Andra's faithful have been doing this for countless generations, without question.
Is it done then? And do you have the witness? I know what it is to use that relic to call the
back.
flood. Even though it is necessary, even though it is merciful, it will stay with you. Always. One day it will be a new Tiberius' turn to call the flood, when I am down there. And then another. Only then will we be free of it. Free. Come, meet me upstairs outside the reliquary. There is one more thing to be done to complete the rising.
Somehow this place reminds me of a decaying deer carcass, which is making me hungry.
Wrong area. Wrong place again. Ah, man. Forget where to go. Guessing upstairs.
The Vale of Tears is only to be crossed by the High Abbot. Andra's witness is the key. Through the Vale is the Reliquary. When we are done here, pass into the Reliquary, and your responsibilities will be revealed to you. The final step of the Rising requires that you use Andra's witness to seal me below with my brothers and sisters. Forgive me. The Rising. The final step. A slight correction. You will not be sealing us in the Halls of Silence.
What? After all that?
The only way I will allow you to become the High Abbot is if you can kill me, and those who stand with me, here and now. I have made up my mind. Have you ever swum in the open ocean, Tidebringer? Then perhaps you will relate. When you swim in the ocean, you are at the mercy of the current and the waves. It requires a great deal of trust. When I was a young man in Rawatai, I would paddle out in a small kayak and go spearfishing in the Gulf. One day, when I was swimming, I was caught in a rip current and pulled miles from my boat. I stayed afloat long as I could, but there was no getting to safety. It was night, and the water was black. I took a final breath and sunk below the surface. Then there came a glow beneath me. It was a moon ray the size of a caravel, if you can imagine such a creature. I saw it swimming up toward me, and even as things began to grow dark around me, I knew I was safe. I awoke on shore. That day, I pledged myself to Andra, because I knew she had seen me safely through, that she always would. The glow of that moon ray has always been a beacon in my life. If I am sealed beneath, I will be forced to part with it, and 1,000 other memories that make me what I am. I will die, afraid and alone.
What about everything you said? About trusting Andra, surrendering your memories to her?
I thought I would be ready. My trust in Andra was absolute. But I am weaker than I imagined. I will defeat you and stay on as High Abbot, or I will die here, knowing who I am. Either would be better. I have seen what lies in store. I do not wish that fate for any of you. Let us serve Andra in other ways.
I'm flattered. But where would I put that?
The term godlike doesn't refer to my ability to carry unlimited quantities of... war spoils.
I'm flattered. But where would I put that?
Sweet slobber of Galloway. What kind of relic is that?
I'm flattered. But where would I put that?
robber! You who dig for that which you did not bury! Speak! Explain yourself and be judged! You seek what is mine, what was rightfully lost. Your actions speak for themselves. The battery opened, the forge ignited. You set free souls that hid from me, that stole from me and evaded my judgment. The dwarves sealed their own fate. The forge was meant to be forgotten. And now, here you are again, denying peace to the buried. It was never meant for mortal use. Such power, such truth lie within it. It can bring only ruin. When the Pargrunen came to the White March, they were peaceful. They shared common beliefs and purpose. Their visions of the Forge tore them apart. You have seen this for yourself. They would have destroyed themselves in the end. I mourned the loss of Pargrunen. Misfortune brought them here. They did not deserve to end so soon. Do not play coy with a god, Watcher. I know you have seen his death. I feel it whenever a forgotten thing is taken from me. Abidin did not deserve to die here. This place was the least I could do to give his remains some privacy. The least I could do for ending his life. I called the moon down to me. Ioni brought it. It was against his wishes. He would not listen to reason. Would not listen to me. In his madness, he splintered the moon. But it was not enough. The greatest of the fragments still fell toward that which he would protect. In the end, he took position where it would fall, and absorbed the impact himself. Ioni Brawler is their smallest sibling, tiny next to them. That time has been forgotten now, and so his death belongs to me. Everything he was before the impact. No! He cannot know! He must never know! Understand, he was not always as he is now. His body was not all he left behind. He was devoted to progress and industry from the beginning. But so too was he devoted to preservation. In those times, he would let nothing go. Nothing could be forgotten. His will was iron long before his body. Time has finished much of what I started. I cannot tell you that much, for fear of undoing all his costly work. The other gods knew what had to be done, but they lacked the will to go through with it. Even gods have their attachments. To erase all knowledge of such a grand thing required unthinkable devastation. The East, when I called down Ione Brother, they remained silent. Even Abaddon, he knew it was for the best. But he tried to stop it all the same. Perhaps deep down I knew he would. I should have expected. I could have stopped it. We agreed long ago, all of us, not to alter the course of Kith's civilization. Not directly. Not unless there were no other choice. But in this matter, there was no other choice. He understood that as well as anyone. I would have stopped it if I could, but by then it was too late. You may ask. Memories are the spirits of the past. You of all people should know their sway on the present, Watcher. Mortals measure the worth of their lives in memory. Who will remember? How long until I am forgotten? Memory governs every thought, informs every choice. It can fuel passion, understanding, love. Or it can create obsession. You have seen it plague many souls in your travels. Consider the old Watcher who inherited unspeakable crimes from birth. Or the young woman who committed herself to Brackenbury for love of things she remembered she had. Or the fisherman whose life became a sentence the day he killed his sister. Or the Glonthothan boy for whom an old medallion was worth more than all the fruits of his labors. They could be free from their burdens, if only they could forget. Many such people gain these burdens through no fault of their own. Others act to redeem themselves only to find their memories will not forgive them. You cast your troubling memories aside when you had the opportunity, and you have found the peace you sought.
It's funny. I remember feeling bad, but I don't remember why. It's like having scars for wounds you don't remember. As long as they don't reopen one day, I can live with that.
The source of those wounds is long gone. The memory was all that could do you harm. Even when problems have run their course, memory can be the stone that sinks you into the abyss. Bad enough that the past is set. Better that we should not have to dwell upon it. Was there something else, mortal? The great conundrum of a god is how close to become with your subjects. Too far and they lose hope. Too close and your own judgment fails. Civilizations are meant to ebb and flow. Allow them to persist for too long in power or knowledge, and you invite catastrophe. There was a time when we let our sympathies get the better of us. When memories were allowed to persist that should have been washed away. The other gods could not be moved to act. I did what had to be done without them. I speak of what is forgotten. I failed that day, but my purpose was achieved in the end. I will not dredge up the memory to satisfy idle curiosity. What the world casts aside, I take into my care. A thing may be forgotten, but it is never alone as long as I am here. They were lost children, abandoned, fixed on a purpose that no longer had meaning. I took them in, gave them new purpose. I did not create them, but yes, they are mine. They were his once, I won't deny it. He created them as assistants to carry out his work on Eora. But he has long been the overseer of progress, leaving things behind as forward his way. I allowed him to leave his past in my care, so that it does not hold him back. I suppose we do. But then, the gods have always been able to accomplish far greater things when working together. Speak your mind. Some things that are forgotten must never be remembered. Not merely for the benefit of those who forgot, but for the entire world. There can be no second thoughts, no sympathy or stays of execution. The Eyeless were born to fulfill this task, though even their creator did not know it. They are single-minded and relentless. They do not flinch when called upon to do what is necessary. Kith owe them a great debt for the troubles they have hidden away. The death of a god is a calamity. You are living in the aftermath of one such death. Surely you can understand. He deserved better. Of all the other gods, he was the only one who acted, who held to his convictions. I admire him for that. Whatever he was to me, it was not meant to last. Always our duty is to aim first. I knew he opposed what I intended, that he would wish to preserve what I meant to destroy. I knew it would cause a rift that might never be mended. But I never imagined it would go so far. I never imagined it would mean I would never know him, as I once did. Because it might cause him to remember. No, mortal. Better that we should exist as we are now. What happened once must never happen again. Bad enough that I am cursed to remember it. On the contrary, mortal, their work must continue. Far too much was uncovered while they lay dormant. Those who know too much of the White Forge will be washed clean from Aeon. And then the Eyeless shall rest once more. Even if it is as you say, there is nothing that can be done. The Eyeless do not think for themselves. They have only the purpose that is given to them. They do not stop until the purpose is fulfilled. They will not change course now, for me, or anyone. I am sorry. Only if those they pursue are no longer a threat. The Wraith Serens were stopped before they could take the White Forge. In your case, Watcher, you are well beyond that now. And if what you say is true, then the Dyrwood is as well. The interventions of gods seldom work out in anyone's favor. Our touch is too heavy. The world crumbles beneath it. It is why we so often enlist the help of mortals. They execute our wishes with greater care. I have done far too much already. Your determination is commendable, but the Eyeless number in the thousands. You will need more than strength or luck. I will give you what aid I can. I bade the Eyeless to remain hidden when at rest. They are gathered in the hollow of a great rock, splintered from Ione Brother. It lies in a flooded crater known as Cairn Scar. Know, too, that they were built to answer the call of their master's hammer. When they hear it strike, they come to its aid. If you were to take that piece of his hammer from here and reshape it in Abaddon's forge into a likeness of the original, you might be able to call them to you. But destroying them would be another matter. I know of one way, but only from the center of the Lion's Den. Only with their master's hammer in your service. If you can do all this, if you can reshape what remains of Abaddon's hammer and bring it inside their lair, I can instruct you there on what you would need to do. Nothing I say will make sense until you see it for yourself, mortal. We share a common purpose now. I will see you through it when the time comes. If you do not, be assured, they will come for you as they did for the Pargrunen. Careful as you approach the lake. When I claimed the Eyeless, I made sure they would not be discovered while they slept. Many of my most devoted followers stand watch there. They will not allow you near. And there is something far worse. Something more fearsome and dangerous than any Eyeless. Let us hope you do not attract its attention.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that.
I've heard enough.
This threatens all of us now.
She's right. We've got to fight together.
See, Darian? He'll tell you. We can stop him!
If he's seen them, he knows better. Something killed a whole crew of hunters out in the wood. Tore them apart like balls, insects.
Something like the creatures that attacked my fort, perhaps?
I told ya! All we gotta do is get him in range of these cannons, and then we blast him!
We don't even know what they are.
The destruction my dreams warned me of. And your greed and recklessness have brought them on us all!
You burning our village didn't help matters none.
It wasn't my clan that attacked you.
No difference. One ogre stinks as bad as the next.
Then you aren't innocent in this either.
I came to offer my clan's help. The White March has been our home for centuries. We'll defend it alongside you. Sound it anywhere in the White March, and 3 of my best warriors will be at your side. Your battles become ours.
what's your plan for dealing with them exactly?
That lake's notorious. Folk never come back from that. Oh.
You'll need all the help you can get. I have fewer men to offer than I would like, but the Iron Flail stands ready. Our siege weapons are at your disposal.
The same ones you threw at the battery's walls?
These Eyeless will come for us all if they aren't stopped here and now.
Forget it. You're not bringing your army into our backyard. Tell him. Guess you're right. Won't be anything left of Stalwart if we don't stop these monsters anyway.
You know, those heavy cannons you fixed might come in handy. Hear me out. Kieran's Scar should be just in range for those guns. You just point out your target and I'll do the rest.
If those things are on the move, we don't have much time. If you're really gonna stop them, take this. It's the best of the ore we've pulled from Stalwart's mines. It's not much, but it's good enough to make the old Pargrunen Smiths proud. I'm sorry about what I said before. Just don't take it out on the rest of the village.
I'm no pack mule. Let's offload this junk.
I was hoping to die mating with a bear. This doesn't look nearly as fun.
Heravius, do people treat you badly because of how you look?
Are you kidding me? My face looks like a cautionary tale about the dangers of wild animals, and I'm even shorter than other Orlans my age. People just like to heckle me.
Don't ever let them. Be proud of who you are. They're the ones who should feel shame.
Back to warm your hands, eh? Top quality. Back to warm your hands, eh? Top quality. Back to warm your... You are top quality. Back to warm your hands, eh? Top quality. Back to warm your hands, eh? Top quality.
Blinder than a whorepox bat.
So much for you. I see something.
Arthur! The power of...
The term godlike doesn't refer to my ability to carry unlimited quantities of war spoils.
Nice and quiet.
Let's burn this away. I'll let Margaret's fire this away.
Be cautious.
Here's a lesson to be taught. I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one. Back to warm your hands, eh? What top quality? Back to work. You all right, top quality? Back to work. You all right, top quality? Back to warm your hands, eh? Top quality.
That's just part of the